I'm breaking from the norm today. Instead of a book review, today I'm going to talk about a crazy book-related idea that I had. For those of you who don't know, it's Sherlocktober. I'm reading all kinds of Sherlock Holmes stories, the originals and the retellings and all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm rewatching the shows because, hey, they're awesome, and I love to see it when a story gets to spread across different mediums. Speaking of which, we just might get to see Sherlock Holmes in a completely new format. There is an effort underway to make a Sherlock Holmes musical. A musical! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a musical! It will be based off the novel Dust and Shadow by Lindsay Fay, which is apparently very good. I plan to read it later this month, so I will let you know. I love musicals, so I am very excited to see whether or not this will happen. So I'm like bouncing off the walls excited. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. So I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and she is less than thrilled with the idea. And at first I thought maybe she's one of those really strange people who don't enjoy musicals, but she actually had a very good point. The reason she's not enthusiastic about it is that she dislikes it whenever a character is put into a genre that they would absolutely hate. I can totally understand that. I mean, come on, people. Sherlock Holmes would hate being in a musical. I mean, can you even imagine that? This guy? My sister actually had a great idea to make even that work, and that is to write Sherlock ultra characteristically, even in spite of the musical surroundings, especially when they're singing and dancing. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I would so watch that. So yes, okay, Sherlock Holmes would definitely not advocate this kind of adaptation of his adventures. But for my part, I'm still very interested. I mean, just imagine for a second, if you will, a confrontation between Sherlock and Lestrade and him being completely condescending in song. That's gonna be pretty awesome, people. But still, it did get me thinking. Sherlock would hate a musical, but what wouldn't he hate? What kind of representation or adaptation would Sherlock Holmes actually appreciate? What about a symphony? I hope I'm speaking for the entire BookTube community and readers across the world when I say that readers love it. Love it! When books cross into different mediums. Most commonly films, but sometimes television and plays, and occasionally even a musical. Sometimes they even cross over into the distinct music categories, and not just for soundtracks. Chronicles of Narnia and The Hunger Games both spawned albums that were filled with songs that were inspired by the stories. So I ask you, why not a symphony? Why not a symphony? One of the best things about any Sherlock show is the music, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but we've got BBC Sherlock, Elementary on CBS, I think it's CBS, and the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr., and the music is always incredible. I listen to the movie soundtrack all the time, and I love how if you listen close enough, you can hear the story being played out in the music. It narrates it just as well as the dialogue or the action. I don't know a lot about symphonies or orchestras or a whole ton about music. I don't even play, so bear with me. My idea is this. To tell an entire Sherlock story through only music. Music and nothing but music. It can be a specific story, or it can just follow the story pattern. I don't have the skills to put something like this together. I wish that I had the skills, because if I did, you would not be hearing me just talking about this. You would be listening to me telling you about how I'm doing this, and someday you would be listening to this composition, but I do not have these skills. So I'm going to tell this to you on YouTube in the hopes that maybe somebody out there does have the skill and the talent and likes this idea as much as I do and actually does something about it. Who knows, right? I know that sometimes in certain pieces, an instrument is used to voice a character, like in Peter and the Wolf. Obviously, Sherlock would be the violin, a Stradivarius if it can be managed, but he would also have his own theme. Watson's instrument would have to be one of the most prominently used ones, as befitting the story's narrator. I was imagining the strings section, but I don't know if that would be too close to Sherlock's violin and whether that would be easily differentiated or not, because For some reason I picture Mrs. Hudson as the flute and Lestrade as maybe the trombone. And then you'd have to decide whether to include Moriarty and Irene Adler, but personally I would just go with the mystery. The puzzle. A symphony has 4 movements, so I have no idea if this follows the right kind of format, but follow me. The first movement would be 221B Baker Street. A normal morning at the flat, with Watson's theme playing and a cheerful morning tune. Suddenly there's an energetic, impatient burst of Sherlock's violin. It rants for a bit and eventually slows into a depressing lethargy of boredom and fades away. It goes back to the chipper morning tune, and Mrs. Hudson's flute pipes up, and Watson's theme comes back, but they're constantly interrupted by Sherlock's violin, like he's shouting, "I'm bored, I'm bored!" So the second movement would be the client, and it would start off with Watson's theme narrating the story, and then the client's instrument, the client's theme would start, the violin joins it, Lestrade's trombone, and the puzzle theme maybe teases us from somewhere in the background. My sister actually had a great idea, and that's to have Lestrade start playing his theme like he's theorizing out the problem and trying to solve it, but Sherlock constantly interrupts him like he's saying, "Stop it, you're an idiot," until Sherlock finally overpowers him. So the third movement would be the puzzle. So it's primarily the puzzle instrument and Sherlock's instrument dancing around each other and playing in between both of their themes. And one by one, Watson and Mrs. Hudson and the client and Lestrade butt in, trying to get a word in edgewise and demonstrating the distractions of the world. But they're each pushed out again by Sherlock's theme. Nearing the finale, they all start in at once, in a cacophonous explosion, and Sherlock cuts through them all and silences them. Fourth movement would be solved, and that's Sherlock's theme, playing louder and louder and louder until all the other instruments join in. Watson's theme eventually emerges to finish the narrating, and the other themes rise and fall until everything eventually settles back down into the Baker Street theme. I don't know, it's just an idea that I really like. I love to see different mediums combined and crossing over into each other. Books are so much more than words, you know? They're emotional, they move you, but they don't always move you quite the same way a show does, or music. And I love to see what new conglomerations start to arise. So I guess this is just my 2 cents. Like I said, I don't have any musical skills, and I just think this is a really fun idea. So if there's somebody out there who wants to try it, hey, go for it. Send me a link when you're finished, because I would love to hear it. So thanks for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys later.